hardest part is to actually learn how to open and close this lovely machine. Okay, this one is old. I will admit, it's old. Newer ones look a lot different. They look more like microwaves, but they all operate under the same principle. What does it take to create steam? Water. So you always have to check to make sure you actually have water in your autoclave. And this one, you just look inside, it has water in it. So we're good on that. So if you all want to look, come look at it when it's your turn to come up here. Just take the lid off, look inside, see if there's water in there, and we're ready to go. Okay, so you need water and you need heat to create steam. Okay, this particular machine, like I said, the hardest part of this machine is opening and closing it. Everybody tends to get themselves tripped up when opening and closing it. Priscilla will testify to that based on what everyone told her last phase. So they all were like, oh yeah, we know how to do this, and then got the checkoffs, and they were like, oh, how do you open this? Okay, so this is a hinge right here. Okay, in order to open this door, you actually have to move the door over in order to open it. So all you do is slip it over like that and open it. Oh, see, it's so easy. One hand. Okay, but of course it wasn't locked into place. Okay, so here is the inside of your autoclave. If it gets dirty and stuff, you can clean it out with, just soap and water and dry it. Okay, once again, you have to have water with the heat to create steam. So what you're going to do is, this is the fill vent button, and you're just going to hold it down. For this particular machine, you'll actually see water come up underneath of here. So that's what you want to make sure that you see water, and it does take a little bit of time to get the water. So just sit here and hold it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This is my water. Okay, I'll let you guys all take a look, see if you can see the water. Look down underneath that tray, underneath the holes, and you see water. Some people always say they can't see it. Look at the ceiling. Itch. I'm washing my hands. Maybe I'm allergic to the soap. Itchy. Seawater, liquid here. Everybody get to see the water? Okay. So, now we have to close it. Okay, once again, it's on a hinge. Push it, close it, take the handle, and push it shut. The door has to make a good seal in order for it to work properly. Then we're just going to turn it on. And we're going to turn it on for about 10 minutes to let it preheat. Make sure that this is set. We got a little X marked on ours. That's where it operates good. You want your temperature to be at least 250. So between 250 and 275 is a good autoclave temperature. And that's up here in the green. You notice the operation light. It's green. In a minute or so, it's going to start flashing every few seconds. Okay, that lets you know that it's actually working. If at any time you come over here, you turn it on, the light comes on, and then all of a sudden it goes off and you don't see it turn back on again, it is not working. Which means that either you did not put water in it, or the door, for some reason, is not closed all the way. So you might have to come in, hit the reset button, and do the whole process over again to make sure you have enough water in there. On the top of this autoclave, it does go over the operation instructions, and it tells you the temperatures required to wrap for different items and how long to autoclave for. So when in doubt, always follow the operation instructions that are provided with your autoclave. Like I said, this one's older, but if you can operate this machine, you can operate any autoclave because they are all different, but they're all fairly simple. Most of the newer ones have a little window on the side of the door when you open it that will actually have like the Keurig, like a water well, that you can actually see where the water is. And they are push button. So if you're putting packages in, it'll say packages. It may say glass. It may say unwrapped items. And you just hit the button and it does everything for you. It fills it, it vents it, it times it, everything. Pretty cool. Okay, so while that's doing that, we'll go over this way and we're going to show you how to wrap something. And get some stuff cleared out of the way so I have some room. Alright, so we're going to wrap this. Right, notice I have 2 pieces of blue paper. Right. So I get my instrument. This instrument does have a ratchet. Ratchet instruments, you want to try to autoclave them in the open position. Okay, this has spikes on the end, so you need some cotton balls right here behind you. Nice big bag of cotton balls. Our cotton balls. Okay, you want to put those on the end of those little spikes so they don't puncture through the material. You need what is known as a Pro Check. They come in different kinds. This one here just looks like this paper with Pro Check written on it. It does have an end here that's kind of yellow looking. Okay, it's going to let me know if my instrument has been sterilized. Okay, so we're going to put it right here in the center of our pack as well. I put my instrument in the center, and I'm going to do what's known as an envelope fold on this. So I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to go from side to side. First, I want to take this flap and bring it down. Okay, and the reason for that is because when you open your packages, you want to have flaps to hold on to. So, bring it over. Make your little envelope. And then bring it up. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on this paper. Put it here in the center. Bring it up. Bring your flap down. Over. Again. And then fold it up. Now this instrument was kind of small. I could have pre-cut these down smaller. You don't have to use this great big huge wrap for everything. They actually come in really long sheets and you cut them to the size that you need. Then you have to put a label on it. So you take a piece of this special tape, and once you see it you'll notice that it is special. I'm just going to tape your flap down. It has stripes on it. Looks like masking tape, but it has stripes. And on this label, you want to make sure that you're putting down. Do you want to see my pen? I got one. Still. Okay, this was a Bacchus towel clamp. Okay, so I'm going to label it. Any kind of ink pen will work. Today's date, or some places will have you put an expiration date. When it's wrapped items, it's 30 days from the date. So today, we're just going to put today's date, 12/30/14, and my initials. Okay, you have to put your initials on each one, so that way people know who did it. Okay, because if it's done incorrectly, then they need to know that you did it, and we need to tell you the right way of doing it. Okay? It's not always to get you in trouble. So now this is ready to be autoclaved when my machine there is preheated. Is it up to the 250 mark? Okay, so with this machine, once it reaches the temperature that you want it to reach, it's already preheated. So we can go ahead and get started. So I'm going to get a tray. Place my instrument on it. Have my gloves just in case. I'm going to stop it. That's the noise it makes when it's done. So you just turn it all the way over. Now, this is how it gets a little tricky. So you want to open it to a 45-degree angle, okay, just the handle. Then you're going to hit the fill vent button again to allow all the steam and stuff to escape and the door to open. Okay, so now we're going to open it. We're going to load our machine. Okay, we're going to give it a good fill vent again, get some more water in there. Okay, got water. Okay, close it back up. Turn it back on. Now, I have to wait now for this to get back up to the 250 mark, and that's when I can start timing my load. This is a wrapped instrument. It's going to take it 15 minutes to autoclave. So I got to wait till the temperature gets back up, which should only take a couple of minutes now that it's already been preheated. It should not take it long to get hot again. So let's just wait a couple minutes. Once it gets back up, then I'm going to come over and set this to 15 minutes. Okay. And you can probably end it.